So welcome back guys to my YouTube channel. My name is Ubuhle for those who don't know, and as y'all can read from the title, we are one here for one reason and one reason alone. Now, Sjava is hands down my favorite SA artist. Like in 2018-19 had a huge Sjava phase. But in it's going to be a pleasure to react to my favorite artist with you guys. You know, by the time this video comes out, most of y'all have been like already heard the album. Hey, I tried by all means to avoid spoilers, by all means necessary. I'm about to post some screenshots of the lyrics. Like I avoided anything as this Sjava for this past weekend, even because I couldn't, because I had other, priorities to deal with. And so just to cut the long intro less long, because the album is like 18 tracks. So we're just gonna jump straight into it. And then if we look at the artwork alone, it's basically just him sitting in front of a broken mirror. And if you just look at it deeper, you could just say he's basically like a broken man, And for those who watched the trailer, it's almost like he's kind of regretful and he's kind of blaming himself for like his shortcomings. So it's more like a regretful type of approach. But just to jump straight into the album, the first track we have is Thixo, and let's see what this Sjava has to say to us. I feel like we've all been there from what Sjava is saying right now. I'm sure he's coming from a place like he's a broken man, basically, if we're looking from the artwork. And so he's kind of like at the lowest of lows at the moment. And so he's kind of being there like, like, can you see me? Like, because it could happen with I'm just like included in the midst of, some bad energy, and so like even if like his connection with God is a bit blurry. In a prayer in itself as well, with all of my flaws, because I'm human at the end of the day, like, can you fight in yourself to accept me, because my soul wants to be with you, but like that distance or like the communication isn't as strong as I want it to be. Like I'm not as spiritually strong to be like enough to feel your presence. But so far, like the song is poetic, and if he keeps up like this type of tempo, we're in for another classic, because Sjava has never missed on any of his projects. The next track is Ubuhle Bendalo. What I'm getting from this track is essentially, it's like being tired of the city life, because it's tower when there are no like a lifestyle here is fast and all that. So there's a lot of auras and spirits within the city life, and so like I usually find like it's very peaceful because there's not a lot of commotion going on for the most part. Basically this like he's taking a nostalgia route back into like his childhood days. That's cool. It was like this and this and this and this before we moved to the city life in So right now it's like, let's just go back to our roots, and let's like basically so if you fall, you get up and try again. Essentially this is what he's saying. It's 2 for 2 at the moment. And so the next track is Ukube Ngangazi. Now I'm getting like a Tupac, Brenda's got a baby type of thing. I'm assuming this is from like a girl's perspective, so like apparently you should see like the girl got pregnant and like is basically kind of regretful, I guessing ties to Ukube Ngangazi, like the regrets, what she would say, so it's like basically just kind of being regretful, I went down this path then, and can you please find it in your heart to forgive me and let me learn from my mistakes. And so now I'm going to like the code is like about finding Zinja and all that. So she's kind of like laments and then great to good Zinja. Fuck, I've been put in this predicament and I have to face it alone. Like so it's about two, so I kind of now I'm alone. And for that I kind of hate men, you know. It's a very understandable form of like emotion. And now we're going to move on to the next track, which is called Time. This track is giving me like the same or similar vibe to Eweni, but from his previous album. I don't know, it's the sample, but that sample like you know, but it could be just me, but like the sample is really like brilliantly put together in the song. Okay, I feel like the track in itself is kind of self-explanatory in a sense. You would see time waits for no man. Just do right now with the time that you have, people that you have right now, the resources that you have right now, and you know, before time's run out, because once time has run out, there's no going back. We are going to go to the next track, which is Amaphiko featuring with Saudi. This has to be fire because they never usually miss when they both on the same track. What I'm getting from the song is essentially like a man's pride, because like there's no need to would see and so yeah, it just goes to would see not being able to accept like I'm wrongdoings out and you're like, yes, fuck it, I'm done, finished, and you know, like, and essentially like pride is the devil, because pride can essentially ruin a great thing that you currently have with that person. Okay, toxic vibes, man, isn't getting out Summer Walker, you know. Summer Walker is more like on the toxic thingy, more R&B type of thingy. So man, careful as if like now I'm funny again. It's like, okay, I see now the Summer Walker kind of an influence in this like rant that she's currently thinking at 9. Okay, like basically what I'm getting in overall from Saudi's verse, you would see basically you know, you can move on to your new partner. It don't really faze me one bit, because yeah, it just goes the turn to just being impatient or Tando needs you to be patient. That's if we miss it, but then they can go wherever they want to go. Yeah, like the next track would have to be Amavaka. This was the track that he sang a cappella in the trailer, ne? Again, he was holding a broken mirror, hence he's also a broken man. Yeah, it just goes to regrets, you know, like looking yourself in the mirror and not recognizing yourself. Like, J. Cole says, Kevin's heart, let's see. I'm a fake nigga, it's never been clearer. I can't see myself when I look in the mirror. I can't see myself when I look in the mirror. I can't see myself when I look in the mirror. Oh yeah, it's basically just goes back to self-doubt in itself. You could see it just clouds your mind, and you get with self-doubt you end up poisoning ingqondo yakho yabo ngoba ukuthi, you know, as he mentions in the lyric, once ingqondo yakho is now fucked up, you just end up doubting yourself, end up as if like, am I even on the right path, end up doubting yourself, and then you're gonna see the zone up. Yeah, Jay, again, reflection. Ngoba esho ukuthi nje uthando is not something that is like can be held by cowards. Uthando is like in there that is pure. And ngoba once love is in the hands of a coward, it leads to heartbreak, it leads to being fuckboys, it leads to being hoes. It leads to a lot of things. God, when it's like genuine and it's like in the hands of a genuine person, it becomes, it bears good fruits. God, if it doesn't have the cowards, it just bears sour fruits. And now we're going to go to the next track, which is Grounding, featuring Delayde. Yeah, and it's coming from a place of good, like there is no like genuine love in like, you know, these days. And so in Jay, they're just having like that communication in Jay would see, don't you know, would see like unkosikazi uyacela. So ngoba ngisho ukuthi uSjava is really like umuntu cultural, so isintu is very yabo. So nje just goes so leyo nje ukuthi it's just like dealing with the pressures of what society expects you to kind of be as a man, and just finding your truth leon, and just like not let other people like put their beliefs on you and just stand for what you truly stand for. Basically, the experiences that he's had with uthando, like you know, should see like yeah, he wishes to be like other men, like abe nkosikazi abe nengane, wakhe bembuka ayiqhenye ngaye nayo yonke leyo nto leyo. But in the same breath, he's just being honest with you. I don't have the means to be that, because again, he's broken, he's flawed, and he's trying to find answers towards his problems. As we're going forward, we have My Life with Emtee, no Lolli, Native. You only see the outside and you think everything is alright. You wanna live my life. What I'm getting here is like a common philosophy. You could say, because you never know what they go through behind closed doors or what they had to do to be in that position. I see you trying to be me, but have you been where I've been? You ain't seen what I seen. See, I was a flea. It took a lot to be clean. If you know what I mean. And now it's all history. Yeah, so the Emtee is kind of going on the same tangent as Sjava would say, hey, bruh, if you knew what I've been through, bruh, I used to be a fiend. It took a lot for me to be clean. Like, it's not always like roses and cream in the celeb life. A perfect example there knows to be like the late Ricky Rick, R.I.P. But like a lot of people would wish to be as popular as he is when it comes to music or fashion or whatever. But like in hindsight, looking back, we didn't know what he was facing. He was facing depression for almost 2 years straight. But in Jay, like like when he committed suicide, it came as a shock. What the fuck, bro? Ricky Rick, how did this happen? How could this happen? Like with all the riches and it's like just don't envy someone's life without knowing what they're really going through. You just know me from the gram. You don't know who I am. Elon Musk, happiness equals reality minus expectation. And so we're gonna move on to the next track, which is called Iphisi. Like all the girls that like married for the riches, for the fame, for the status, for the gram or whatever. Bayakhala mind, you know, like people are so like drawn to like an image when they don't know like the behind the scenes of what really transpired. Cause not everything that glitters is gold. And so in like so it's better you who just chose to marry peace. Cause when you have like a tranquility, you have freedom of mind, understand the this person for choosing him. Esashizela didn't have shit because I should go to nje angithi Ubuhle Bendalo iy'nkomo zayo. And you know, when you loved me and I didn't even have one cow at that time, but you stuck by me through thick and thin, and now I'm able to do X, Y, and Z for you. And the next track he gave Dudlu. Basically inviting this particular woman into his life. Would say, can you please plant about your town, so try by all means to let his guard down, or to basically take down the walls that he's put around his heart. So of course, I'm sure he's been through a lot when it comes to Utando. Okay, yeah. So Nje, basically what I'm getting is just give me a chance and we can do it right. So Nje Leondo, like, you bring this, I bring this, we put it together, we both water it, we both put in the time, the effort to ensure it becomes something beautiful at the end of the day. And so like the next track is Ungavumi featuring Saudi and Sampa the Great. Just like, don't fall into peer pressure. Don't dilute who you are originally for something that is not within your character. Just stay true to yourself and you'll find people who will appreciate your honesty in a world filled with fakeness and fake people.
That means your happiness is yours. And you're not breaking any laws, not choose who's big.
This kind of reminds me of Kendrick Lamar's Crown when he says, no, I can't please everybody, I can't please everybody, I can't please everybody. There's no crime in prioritizing your own true happiness, because you don't owe anybody an explanation as to what makes you happy and what not.
But when you hurt me, then you're hurting yourself. What an illusion, cause this bitterness not good for our health. My journey focused on self, and yet the scars grow beyond me. When people walk over, step on you, then you learn to walk boldly.
You only got you at the end of the day. Like, nobody will save you but you are your own hero. Not your mother, your father, your friends, your pastor, whoever that you like kind of rely on. So it's up to you to have that responsibility of looking out for yourself as if like you are your own child. And then we're about to move on to the next track, which is called Amakhehla featuring UDUMAKAHLE and Anzo. Okay, so basically what I'm getting from this track would say it was Sjava who's very cultural, and so like just tell my enemies of Wuti and he's with his ancestors, he's walking with his ancestors. You could also use this in like religious type of way. If you're not really into who's like deep into culture, you can say, because if you know the story of Elisha, if only you could see that those who are with us are greater than those who are against us. Yeah. Hey, masithomela ngamadlozi umuntu yasho idlozi lami did this, omunye uthi hey elami did this, omunye uthi hey elami did this. They're just embracing culture. Okay, we are going to go to the next track, which is Isoka featuring Twins and uMzukulu. Why am I getting a Ghana and Chloe, like you and me type of vibe? Because in the song they say like, don't you listen to what people have to say, they don't know about you and me. Just don't listen to what they have to say, because people will always comment when it comes to love. About let's be cool, man. Yeah. just don't pay attention to what other people have to say about uthando lwenu or lwenu vele kuselona uthando lwabantu or lwenu noba two. So there's no need to like entertain what other people have to say, all the doubts nani yabona. Just like it's you and your partner, and then you could just be like you like circling anytime by your game with whatever happens. Okay, and so like the next track is Amanxeba, and let's see what he has to say. Lengoma lena is for those about to dance. I got some they're like, I'll never do this, I won't do this, I'll never do this to you, and then what about to dance again? Instead of doing those things that they said they won't do to you. And so manje yeah, you know in the place would see, hey bro, healing takes time, and the thing would see it is because like you can't like resolve a heartbreak or like fully heal a heartbreak within a few minutes or hours. It takes time. They say we'll see like time heals all wounds, and so yeah, and he's like, right, it's been years, man. Like, when is my time coming to? Yeah, well, basically just get over it and be fully healed. And like some wounds, really, they do take much longer to heal than others. Yeah, well, it's just like being optimistic with that time will come. So the next track is Akabuye featuring uMzukulu and Nkos'yamagcokama. This is such a deep track, and it'll speak for like a lot of women. Know your value in a sense of good see. Like very marriage is something that is like very like deep rooted in our culture as South Africans, and so like when things don't go well, and once like you get a divorce, go by little stigma layer of like, or you're a failure, or so and so and so and so. But essentially, like if it's not the right time, it's not the right time really, or that person was essentially enough for you. That sentiment, because I think this is from like the sister's perspective. We could say, hey, Akabuye dadwethu kulela khaya ngoba if you like I'm gonna catch a case, I'm gonna catch a party. The one would say no, my sister is going through the most right now, and melabuye nje kulowo mndeni and just come back home, healed whatever ahlukane nje. Okay, and so the next track is Ithuna featuring Shwi. Lamagama God. Such a nice reflection of what he truly is as a man, like looking yourself in the mirror and being honest with yourself. That's a good thing. If I truly want to be married and have kids and do A, B, and C, I have to change my ways. I have to change this and this and this and this. It's just like him sitting down, having that reflection of like his past mistakes, so forth and so on, and we wouldn't see if I don't change my ways. Basically, I'm digging my own grave. And so like the next track you get is Inhlonipho featuring uMzulu Phaqa. Like we learn from a young age with Inhlonipho goes a long way. Like having respect for yourself is important. Like respecting others as well is important. Like respect is a two-way street. Like respect is earned, it can't be given. It just goes to Leon Duguti, just remembering your true roots. Wherever you go, just be humble and be respectful, and I guarantee you that'll open so many doors for you. Cause once you come with that negative energy, you will attract negative energy. Now at the last track, which is Peace. Face value, it's like saying goodbye to like a colleague or a friend or whatever. Obviously you'll meet again by those goodbyes, but then also as well as the listeners, this is like the closing track, and he's kind of grateful to us for sticking with the journey of like listening to all, like I think it's with all like 18 tracks. He's kind of thanking us for being there for him, and like basically like from the get-go, all the albums, streaming all these albums, and then attending his concerts, all the supports. He's thanking us, the viewer and the listener. Like we can all relate to this track. Amavaka, share your friends, or like you're visiting your cousins, vice versa, or whoever. And Nandi just enjoying the time and whatsoever. But then when it's time to like wait or they have to go back home, hey, if only we can rewind time, we can just stay a bit longer. Goodbyes aren't really fun, especially if those people actually live far. So that was the album ISIBUKO by Sjava. There was a lot to unpack. He was coming from a broken place, as he was a broken man, if you judge from the artwork. And basically I'm glad because he was able to find his peace, because peace is the last track, and going to the redemption arc. He started off at the lowest of lows, but then at the last stage of grief is acceptance and it's peace. And if I were to rate this album out of 10, I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. He delivered once again. I'm sure Sjava, he never fails to deliver, because Isenamova was a hit, Mpago was a hit, Amakhehla was a hit, Umsebenzi, the EP, was also a hit, and now we're here again with another hit. It's just to say good to you, Sjava still has it. And to cut the long outro less long, thank you guys for joining me. You can follow me on my socials, will be in the comment section down below. If it's your first time here, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. Check out all the other music reviews I've done, all the short films that I've done. If you want me to react to a particular album, artist, song, whatever, just put it down in the comments below, and I'll be sure to check it out in due time. And with that being said, guys, it's your boy Ungavumi. Thank you for rocking with me, and all I have to say is peace.